Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of year. WrestleMania is just 1 week away, and I bring to you my WrestleMania Night 2 predictions. For my Night 1 predictions, head over to my shorts page for all the details on who I think will walk out as the winner of every single match. So to start off Night 2, it is going to be for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Liv and Raquel will get their shot at defending against the Women's Intercontinental Champion Lara Valkyria and Bayley. Now this tag team match is very interesting because the current IC champion Lara Valkyria will team up with Bayley. Now just on Monday Night Raw before the Gauntlet match on SmackDown, these two had a match for the IC title where Bayley came very close, but Lara Valkyria managed to win the match via a pin roll-up. And now Lara Valkyria gets the chance of becoming a 2-belt champion. I think that they worked very well together in the Gauntlet match this past week on SmackDown, and I do think that they could be a chance. But you know what? Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez are record-breaking 2-time tag team champions, becoming the first tag team to win the titles 2 times. And now they get to represent the Judgment Day heading into this big WrestleMania match. I feel like we haven't yet to see what Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez in this new Judgment Day era can do as tag team champions. So for me, this could set something up later on down the line if Lara Valkyria and Bayley don't work as well together as people expect them to. So I think that Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez will retain the tag team titles and walk out and still. Next up is a match that is a year in the making, and that is Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest in a Sin City street fight. This match couldn't have been done just as a normal singles one-on-one. The Sin City street fight makes it an absolute high stakes match because both men are down to tear each other right apart. This all started at last year's WrestleMania when Damian Priest cashed in on Drew McIntyre's 5-minute title reign after defeating Seth Rollins. And then from there, things went south as Drew McIntyre's road looked a little bit different after CM Punk joined in the mix. CM Punk screwed over Drew McIntyre after he came this close to defeating Damian Priest at Clash in the Castle. And then that put Drew McIntyre out of action for a bit, and when he came back, he decided that it was all Drew McIntyre's fault. So you know what, Drew McIntyre has a lot to prove in this matchup, but I think I'm going to go something different. I think I'm going to go the underdog here. I don't think many people believe in Damian Priest in this matchup, but after what he's done the past few weeks and after taking the switch over to SmackDown, I think Damian Priest is very capable at defeating Drew McIntyre and in a Sin City street fight. Next up, we got a fatal 4-way match for the Intercontinental Championship where Bron Breakker will defend against Penta, Dominic Mysterio, and Finn Balor. This is going to be interesting because we get to see where loyalty lies between Dirty Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor. There has been a lot of cracks forming within the Judgment Day. We know that Dominic Mysterio tried to recruit Penta as a new potential member, but Finn Balor wasn't down on any new members. He was the only one in the Judgment Day that said, no, we don't need anyone. So if Penta walks out as the Intercontinental Champion, Dominic Mysterio could have a point to prove against Finn Balor in saying that, look now, he's the new champion. We could have used him in the Judgment Day. And for Bron Breakker, he just gets to be in the mix of it all. He's been having a little bit of a feud with Penta ever since he made his debut in the WWE. And now, you know, things have been happening with the Judgment Day and himself, and this has led to this matchup. I didn't really think we were going to go down this path of the Intercontinental Championship. I thought that we were maybe going to see Bron Breakker defend against like Penta, Pete Dunne, Sheamus, Ludwig Kaiser, Chad Gable, and all them boys. But you know what? We've led to this. This is going to be a big storytelling match. And you know what? I think that Penta is capable of becoming the new Intercontinental Champion in his debut WrestleMania matchup. Next up in singles action, the phenomenal AJ Styles will come head to head with the Maverick Logan Paul. Now the only thing I'm worried about this matchup is that there won't be any stories to tell after it and that there won't be a straight finish. In this case, there has been a few rumors floating around that potentially Omos could come back and he could actually be in work in the favor of Logan Paul to help him defeat AJ Styles, because we know that Omos was the Colossal for AJ Styles a few moons ago, and you know what, AJ Styles particularly didn't really treat Omos that well when they worked together, so it could make sense for Omos to come back. We know that he's finished up working with Pro Wrestling Noah, and I think that Logan Paul does need someone like Omos to work by his side. I think Omos could be the perfect person for it. So either way, I do think that Logan Paul, with or without Omos, will defeat AJ Styles in this matchup. And now it's time for the women's triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Champion, where Io Sky will defend against Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. Bianca Belair was the winner of the 2025 Women's Elimination Chamber match, so she rightfully deserved her place in this matchup. As so for Rhea Ripley, she was more pissed off that it wasn't her in this matchup, and then this led to a special guest referee match. It was all in Bianca's hands that night, and it didn't really go that well. Bianca said she called it quits, and then that led to this moment because Rhea Ripley was pissed off she didn't get her match with Io Sky. But in this matchup, I'm gonna back Io Sky. I think that Io Sky is capable of retaining the championship against these two powerhouse women. This could also set up a match down the line between Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair and continue a feud like that. And also, I think that Io Sky needs it. Not only does she has to win this match, but she needs to win this match. I feel like she's not 100% over with the crowd. I think that Io Sky has more of a point to prove on Monday nights and really become like the stampede of the women's division on Monday Night Raw. And now for your WrestleMania main event, John Cena, the 2025 Elimination Chamber winner, will come head to head with the WWE Champion in his first WrestleMania title defense, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. The heel turn that we didn't see coming, the moment that shocked the world, John Cena sells out and sells his soul to The Rock, which has led to this matchup. John Cena went on the European tour and he absolutely told the world why he deserves to be the 17-time world champion and why we don't need Cody Rhodes as the people's champion. But as fans, we have to remember that we did choose Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is the people's champ. He's done it for the people and he will continue to do it for the people. We have to remember that Triple H is going to take this matchup to a whole different level. He's going to make us think that John Cena will be capable of winning his 17th championship. John Cena has promised that if he wins this championship, he'll be walking out with the championship and he'll be leaving as his 17-time world champion and he will be the new people's champion. But I've said it from the start, since John Cena made the statement he was going on his farewell tour, his time is up and Cody Rhodes' time is now. Cody Rhodes, this is a must win. It'll be interesting to see what John Cena has to say on the SmackDown before WrestleMania next week. I think it's going to be interesting. He's going to have one more point to make, but we do have to keep in the back of our minds that The Rock is all behind this. John Cena is in this matchup because he sold out to The Rock. So does The Rock have a little bit of strings to pull in this matchup? But for me, it is going to be Cody Rhodes that walks out as still the WWE Champion. And like he said this past week on SmackDown, he is going to walk out and stand on top of the stage and celebrate and then watch John Cena in the middle of the ring after he's just lost his last WrestleMania match. Make sure to head over to Instagram to the Ringside Reaction Show, where I bring to you my full reactions every single week of Raw, NXT, and SmackDown, and every single WWE PLE. I'll be running the stream for WrestleMania Night 1 and Night 2, posting my full reaction, so make sure to follow along. What are your predictions for WrestleMania Night 1 and Night 2? Leave your comments in the comment section below. See you later.